Proverbs 3:16. Orech yamim bimina, bismola oser vechavod. So here we begin today with this construct package. We might call the orech here a bound noun. So this construct package, these are run together. Now, orech means length. And if you look at the way that this is vowel pointed and accented, what we have here is actually an O-class seglet noun with this accented R1. Now, one of the ways that I teach these to students is that the singular seglet nouns are identical in the absolute state and in the construct state. Those are identical in the singular seglet nouns. In plural seglet nouns, they're not going to be identical, but in the singular, let me see if I can do this. Singular, these two are identical, the absolute and the construct. So how do you know the difference? Well, look at the accent mark right here. This is a conjunctive accent mark, and so that is going to join these two together. And then here we have the dechi, which is a disjunctive accent mark, telling us that this unit should be read together. The length of days, length of days. Now, you read that and you're kind of like, okay, fair enough, awesome, length of days. Well, what is length of days? This would be something like long life, idiomatically speaking. So we can just say length of days, and I think we understand what we're referring to here. So length of days, and then notice this is a verbless clause, are, and then what we get here is the bait preposition followed by yamin, to the right, followed by a third feminine singular pronominal suffix. And so this would be, I'm going to say at the right of her, at the right of her. Or we might say something like to her right. I think a lot of English translations will say something like in her right hand, and I think that can work as well, but there's really nothing here necessarily that is indicating a hand, though because we get the opposite down here with the left, that might be what is implied here. So at the very least, we get here length of days is at her right or in her right hand. And then as I just mentioned, we get the opposite of this. So we get another bait preposition followed by smol, which is to the left, followed by, again, the third feminine singular pronominal suffix. So at the left of her or in her left hand, if we're going to take that hand imagery. Now here we have another verbless clause. So we're going to go are, at her left or in her left hand are, oser, riches, and there's that conjunction joining these two. So we get a compound subject this time. Riches and honor are at her left hand. And so you get this comprehensive picture. To the right hand is flourishing of length of days. At her left hand, again, the her is referring to wisdom here, is riches and honor. In other words, how could you go wrong by pursuing wisdom? How could you go wrong by following the path of wisdom? She's precious. She's more to be desired than costly jewels. None of your desires compare with her. And at her right hand are length of days, and at her left hand are riches and honor. The picture that's being painted here is the joy and the delight and the benefit of pursuing wisdom.